All right, welcome basketball fans. Here we are again in Bunker Hill at James Hauska Hall. Again, I don't know if that's how you say it, but I'm going with it. Aaron Liddick, Denny Vortman here with you tonight. We're bringing you the sectional championship game here it's the Oakville Rockets, Oakville High School Rockets against our West Central Lady Cougars. Here we go, Denny. We got a little pregame here for you. Denny's like turned into a miniature Kent Coltis and has all kinds of stats and everything in there.
You can't put me in the same category as Kent Coltis because that guy is never wrong. And if you ask my wife, I'm always wrong. So I'm not even close. Yes, Oakville comes in today 22-11. Won the Waterloo Regional. In that regional, they beat New Athens 53-21. They beat DeVoe Catholic 47-37 for the championship. And then, as you know, on Tuesday night in the first round of the sectional, they beat Nokomis 46-29. They average about 44 points a game. They rebound well. I think one thing that stands out for me with Oakville, Aaron, is they're just consistent across the board. You don't have the Allie Little 19 points a game like we do in West Central. You have 10, 9, 8, 6, 6. They just consistently across the board. It's not one person that really jumps out at you.
Right.
But across the board, they're pretty impressive at how consistent they are as scorers.
Well, and I watched them. I watched 3 quarters on Tuesday night of their game. And every single one of them is pretty scrappy. Like, you know, they're not a big team in terms of height, but they play pretty physical and intense and get after it. So, good squad there.
For West Central, they're 26-8 overall. Won the Bluffs Regional. They beat Berry Western 52-19 on a week ago Tuesday. Beat Triopia on the championship game 44-20, and then round 1 of the sectional, a tough one for us, and a very good Carlisle team. Won that one 71-58. Obviously paced a lot of ways by Allie Little. And what a night she had the other night. 37 points, a new single-game record for West Central.
Yeah.
Past the great Tiffany King. I'm going to call her Tiffany King.
Yeah.
Because that's how I know her. And 2 great athletes that we get to celebrate, Aaron. You know, we talk about Allie passing her, but what an athlete Tiffany was.
Sure.
And
Tiffany still is the all-time leading scorer for us at West Central, I believe, in terms of girls basketball.
So we have Allie Little, Paisley Sturtevant, who is probably, I would say, one of the hottest shooters that we have right now. And I said this on the air last Tuesday night. She hit shots in moments that were really, really important for us. You know, where we were down 6 and just needed a bucket. It seems like she came through almost consistently when we needed her the most, or when the team just needed a bucket here and there. So she's playing some good basketball. Evan Gregory obviously doing what she does as a freshman. Very impressive, averaging 8 points a game, 7 rebounds a game. So she's doing work. And then you have the 3 seniors that we'll talk about. Adrian Kaufman, who we didn't get to see a lot. She got in foul trouble.
But, well, once you get to Sophie, finish that. We'll talk about them together.
And then Sophie Grubb, who averages 4.5 and about 4 rebounds. It just kind of does all the little things that maybe a lot of people don't notice, but are very important to what we do.
Well, in that 4th quarter on Tuesday night, both of those seniors were in the 4th quarter. They both had 4 fouls, and they played some amazing minutes in terms of their defense, right? Not turning the ball over, but they both had tips, steals, and had some big-time plays. Still played really aggressive, even with 4 fouls, and really helped that comeback in the 4th quarter.
I agree. Big parts, and like I said, those are things you don't see in a box score, but if you pay attention to rotations and how they're going about their business defensively, they were huge.
Very huge. And not to mention that 4th quarter of Allie Little. I think she scored 16 straight points in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, she was on a mission.
Yeah, she was. So, that's the rundown of the 2 teams here tonight. We're just a little bit over 4 minutes away from Star Spangled Banner and starting lineups, and then we'll have the tip here for you tonight. Once again, thank you for joining us. Good crowd here tonight on the West Central side, an excellent-looking student section over there, and we're excited for this one. Thanks for joining us. Stick it here. We'll be back in a few.
center court for the play of our national anthem by the Bunkerville High School Band, as directed by Mr. Michael Adams.
Here we go, basketball fans. The national anthem has been played. Starting lineups have been announced, and here we go. Quick starting lineups for Oakville. Number 3, Jillian Harry. Number 10, Kinley Hockstead. Number 14, Bryn Rhodes. Number 22, Addison Hoscheider. And number 34, Josephine Schmersall. For the Cougars, Sophie Grubb in the circle, Allie Little, Evan Gregory, Paisley Sturdivant, and Adrian Kaufman. And the tip, almost with a steal there because Grubb went the wrong way.
Well, she thought we had the tip, so she took off in kind of transition, and it stayed with Oakville.
West Central in a 2-3 zone. Kicked it over to the top. That's Rhodes, and she drops down a 3 to start it off. Oakville's going to be in man-to-man pressure, full court. Evan's going to have to get it across. There you go, Evan. In the middle to Grubb. Over to Kaufman. They get a cutting Little. She goes to the bucket. It rolls out. There's Evan Gregory. Her left-handed putback. No good. Rebound down to Hochstadt. Skip pass over the top. Back to Hochstadt up top. Rhodes surveying this 2-3 zone. Trying to find that gap. Hochstadt dribbles middle. Kicks it in the corner to Schmiersall. Her three-pointer. No good. Rebound down there to Hochscheider. That shot's no good, and they're going to get Sturdivant with a foul. That was Harry with the rebound. When I watched him the other night, Denny, Hari, sorry, that's right, it is Hari, sorry. When I watched them the other night, like I said, they're not big in terms of height, but man, they play hard, they rebound the ball really well because they're super active and aggressive.
Yeah, and I noticed right off the bat, too, not only do they play, they're fundamental. You can see them already, hands ready to shoot. You saw it on the first three-pointer. Even the one in the corner there, the young lady was ready to shoot on the penetration.
She gets 1 of 2, so that's a 4-0 lead here. They get it into Little. Now we can just clear out with the man-to-man press and let Allie handle that.
It's Hari that's going to have the assignment on Little. It's red shooter all the way for her.
Gregory, dribble drive with the left hand and kind of a twisting jumper there, gets it to go. Oakville up to 4 quickly. Trying not to let that zone get set up. Schmiersall in the corner. That's tipped away. Jump ball. That should be West Central basketball.
It is West Central. It'll be Sturdivant that'll take it out. Again, pressure from Oakville.
Into Little. Little across the timeline. Looking to get something started here. Hesitation dribble. She got the corner. Layup for Little. 4-4. Tied up.
It's just going to be a tough matchup for anybody to sit there and try to stay in front of Little all night long. And what you're going to have to do for Oakville is get some help.
That's the freshman Schmiersall with a deep three.
I would say a 25-footer.
And they find Little cutting on the backside. She gets fouled there by Hochstead. Couldn't convert that layup, though, but she'll go to the line for 2.
We were all kind of wondering if Allie was going to start this game. She was sick yesterday, missed school. They had, you kind of, as a coach, have a little practice if you don't make it before. But you're Allie Little and it's postseason.
Yeah, let's go.
I think you go. We're going.
Yeah. Real quick, while we got a second here, big shout out to the Bunker Hill Band.
Absolutely.
Holy cow, they're really good.
They have a great sound, and their numbers are probably, 25 or so? Great sound out of those guys.
I'd say. Missed free throw, but Grubb ends up with it. She loves that little hook shot. That's her go-to shot. And she got that little hook on there and ties the ball game up 7-7. She will come all the way from the top of the key and take a zigzag to be able to throw that hook shot up on somebody. She loves it. Poked away by Sturdivant. Up ahead now. She's got a chance at it. Rhodes knocks it away at the very last second. Good hustle there by Rhodes. That is number 30. Is that 32? Yeah, that's Taylor Statler in the game. As Harry takes a seat. Kaufman, dribble drive middle. She's met there by Rhodes. Sturdivant, deep wing three from her. It's a little bit short. It'll go out of bounds.
I don't mind that. You're open. And again, as we talked about in the opening, she's been one of the hotter shooters for West Central.
Rhodes across, finds Schmiersall on the wing. That's another, I thought she was going to take it. She had me thinking she had it. Hochstead, big skip pass over to Schmiersall. She knocked down the last deep one. That one rattles out. Rebound down there to Statler. I can tell right now rebounding is going to have to be a thing for us. Hochscheider in the corner to Hochstead. Rhodes and Schmiersall, they go middle there to Hochscheider, back out. Schmiersall with another attempt. That one, she banked that one in.
You were going to say it. I was thinking it too. That's long, and she just hit glass and it went in. That's her second three-pointer. 4.5 to go here in the first. 10-7, Oakville.
Good shot fake by Sturdivant. Drive into the lane, leaves the layup short. Oakville heading the other way. Sturdivant pokes that one away to Little now down the left side. And they're going to get a foul there on Schmiersall. I'm happy they called the foul because I think it was a foul, but if they wouldn't have, that was going to go off of Allie's leg and be out of bounds, and that would have been a great play there.
I think positioning is everything for an official.
Yeah.
And I think that was a very 50-50 call.
Sure.
And luckily for West Central, it did go our direction.
Little gets the first. Harry checks back in the ball game, and that is Hoscheider that's taking a seat. Little long on the second one, but there's Grubb again getting another offensive rebound on the free throw. 2 huge rebounds by Grubb. They left Little open. That one rattles out. There's Sturdivant. She's going to try a reverse layup. That's no good. Gregory fighting for the board. Bucket and a foul. Evan Gregory, the freshman, battling in there.
Well, it's no secret. Evan has really come on late in the season for the West Central Cougars and starting for him. Probably mid-season, maybe a little longer. Yeah, but really has come on as a player. And again, she's one of those girls that's averaging 8 points a game and it's almost as many rebounds at 7. So she does a lot of work for us.
That's a big foul because that's foul number 2 on Hochstead. And so she's going to have to go out of the game. Little with an offensive rebound, kicks it out to Sturdivant. Her three-pointer from the top of the key, no good. There's Evan Gregory again, trying to find Grubb. We'll get a jump ball. It'll go to Oakville.
Nice rebound by both Allie Little and Evan Gregory. And I agree with Coach. I can hear him all the way over here. Go up, man.
Yeah.
You know, you never know.
You're passing that right back into all that traffic there. It's tied up 10-10. 3:35 to go here in this first quarter. That's Statler with it in the corner there. Over the top. Harry to Schmiersall in the corner to Rhodes. She can shoot it over there. That one's no good. They're going to get Gregory with an over the back. And look, I wasn't watching there, but these Oakville girls, when the shot goes up, they're boxing out on the offensive end.
Right, they're positioning themselves really well. And Gregory, I saw her earlier getting that same spot. She left it alone and probably should have done the same thing this time.
We have to adjust now and understand that they're not standing still. Rhodes all the way in, floater's no good. Little with the board. She's looking to push it up the right side. Spin dribble, gets through traffic. That'll be out of bounds on her. I think she was looking for maybe a foul there, but that was good, solid defense there by Statler.
Yep, I think so. Both Statler and the help side, that I didn't really pay attention to who it was, but that gap help was there.
The one thing I'd like to see them watch here is this low block. When the ball goes into the corner, there's a moving, what I would consider, it's almost like a seal, but they're really moving with it. Didn't matter there. They got it in the middle.
Yeah, but it was executed off that screen that you were talking about. I actually like the flow of that offense, but you're right.
That screen was fine. The one before, she was really like turning and stealing and trying to keep her from it. So into Gregory. Her jumper's no good. Sophie Grubb doing it again. That's 3 offensive rebounds and the hook shot. The senior Sophie Grubb having herself a first quarter. Rhodes brings it down fast. No good. Battle for the board. Kaufman comes up with it. Now Little's got a chance for a fast break. She's going in against Hoscheider off the glass. Good. West Central takes the lead, 14-12. My heart's pumping, dude.
We still have 2 minutes to go in the first.
I know. Holy cow. Good positioning down there by Statler. On Grubb, just turns around, gets an easy layup there, ties the ball game back up. 2 minutes to go. Grubb crossover. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Little. They're going to put 2 people on her now. Don't force anything in there. Gregory's going to go all the way to the bucket. Going to get a jump ball.
It's going to be West Central basketball. You're going to have Lashmet checking in the game. Jackie Lashmet for Grubb. What a quarter she's had. Ooh. And if I'm coach, I'm just giving her a 30-second break, whatever that is, and get her right back in there.
Lashmet brings her own specialties to the game as well. An incredible rebounder, aggressive defender. and can knock it down if you leave her open. Little, corner three, no good. There's Lashman battling for that one, but Harry comes away with it. All the way over in the wing to Rhodes. Rhodes dribbles middle. Smearsaw, kick out three-pointer, no good. Gregory with the board. Kaufman picks up that loose ball. And Gregory across the timeline. She's going to go all the way in. No good. Tried to pick up the charge. Kaufman's got to get down and get set. Sturdivant's got to hustle to cover that backside.
I think Kaufman was in great position. It was the swipe down that probably, and I know he called the block, but I think that's more of the foul than her positioning. Doesn't hurt. It's only her first. Team foul number 3.
Inbound a deep one there to Hochscheider. Now Rhodes up top. Rhodes is aggressive. She looks to get in the gaps and tries to create some stuff for her fellow Rocket teammates. Down in the middle, back out to Smearsaw. Back to Hochscheider. Harry, top of the key three. It rattles out. Sturdivant with the board. Under a minute to go. No numbers there. Let's take a look and see what we got. Kicks it to Gregory. Free throw line jumper is short. Oakville heading the other way. We got to get back on D. Rhodes cuts through the defense. Lashman with the board. Hectic pace these last couple of possessions here, Denny.
That's right. We'll see what team they want to do here. It's 30 seconds left here. Gregory's open, looking inside to Lashman. Lashman turns, score. Oh, it's just about at it, but she's fouled.
I mean, West Central still, they're doing great on the offensive end, but they're still just a little bit scattered.
Yeah,
a little bit. Like, ooh, I got to go. Like, they're spread up a lot right now.
Well, and some of them that you see it out of are just young players, you know, Gregory and Lashman out there right now. Even Sturdivant.
Yeah, she's only a sophomore.
Only a sophomore. As Lashman, this is the first one. I like this sub right here. Lawson's going to come in with 21 seconds left. Give Allie Lill. I like Liddy coming in as well. Giving these two just a quick break.
That's that extra 20 seconds, or it could be longer than that based on if there's some time out. That extra is huge because, like we said, Allie hadn't been feeling well, and I could tell she was breathing hard.
Lashman's second one rolls in.
That gives West Central a 1-point lead, 20 seconds to go here. Now we have Lawson and Liddig on top of this 2-3 zone. Liddig, a senior, understands how to play defense. Lawson, a freshman who really gets after it, so that's a good combination up top for West Central. That drive in there by Harry. Long rebound to Hochscheider, and her shot at the buzzer does not go. And that's going to do it for the first quarter here in Bunker Hill. Sectional championship, West Central leads it by 1, 15-14. All right, starting the second quarter here, Oakville basketball. Going right inside there to Statler, and that'll be a second foul on Kaufman.
Yeah, and she just fell asleep. She just cut right on the backside of her, and before she knew she was in position to score, she was in trouble.
Well, you said it earlier, like the motion on this zone offense is good, and these Oakville girls are not standing still, right? They're not spectating the game. They're very active in terms of their movement and bodying up and being physical. So we're going to have to stop being surprised when somebody cuts. Statler gets them both. to give the Rockets a 1-point lead. Inbound to Little. Statler has the assignment now of Allie Little. Up top to Sturdivant, over to Kaufman. In the corner to Gregory. Gregory's going to look for the corner, kicks it over to Sturdivant. She has a look there at three. It's a long rebound. I thought Grubb was going to go snatch that thing.
That's right. Rhodes does, though, for Oakville. That's Hari with the basketball up top. And there's that movement we were talking about, just keeping West Central on their toes. That's Rhodes. Long shot, no good. Rebound by Kaufman, and then she's fouled.
That should be the second one on Schmiersall as well. One thing that I wish that I could go down and tell Sophie and whoever is on this block, when that shot goes up, you have to go to them and get the block out versus thinking that you're going to have open space. They're not there. They're below you, so you got to get below and go to them. That's number 5, Shay Yinger in the game. We got some pronunciations from some fellow broadcasters from the Rocket side, so I hope we're saying that right. It looks like Younger to me. Little sweet spin move and flip shot, almost got it to go, but she gets fouled. Look, and West Central, we're doing great right now. This is a great game. But Allie really hasn't even taken off offensively so far, you know?
She has 3 points as she's at the free throw line right now. I'm sorry, she has 6 points.
That free throw rattles out.
I would say she's done a nice job. Her 4 game looks strong.
Yeah.
Right now, just free throws for her.
Yeah.
And that's pretty uncommon.
Allie's second attempt is nothing but net. That ties it back up. Just a minute into this second quarter. Tied up at 16s. Harry over to Yinger. Rhodes with it up top. That's Sturdivant playing solid defense up there, making it tough. Yinger looking in the middle there. They find Harry. Yinger's got a dribble drive, kicks it to Harry. That one's short, but there's another rebound there by Hochscheider. And, man, they are just really positioned well on the lower half of that zone. What we got to hope for is threes that have long rebounds, so they're always out of position then. Little all the way to the back, it's going to get blocked there, get a blocking foul on Statler.
Little's going to have another 37 points if they continue to play it this way. You know, like their help side defense is outside the rail.
Yeah.
And it's just really, you can guard it as close as you want, but it's a one-on-one game at that point, and I'll take Allie any day of the week.
Gregory dives down. They throw it over the top to Little. Again, it's tied up. That's Sturdivant yet to find the bottom of the net here in this first half. Taking good shots, though, just not falling. Yinger in the middle to Hochscheider.
I don't think she realized how open she was. She turned and just was looking to run the offense.
Back to Statler up top. West Central has gone to like a little bit of a box and one here, or a diamond and one is what they've gone to, it kind of looks like. Now they go middle there to Statler. Taking a little bit for, I think, the Rockets to figure out what's going on here. Sturdivant's chasing Rhodes all the way around. Harry's three-pointer, no good. Rebound to Grubb. I like the switch up here by Coach Likes. Ball's back in Little's hands. They go under the screen. Three-pointers, no good. Grubb trying to grab the board, but it's Hochscheider with it. Now Yinger. Allie looks tired.
She is, and that's the one thing I worry about even with Paisley there that was guarding last time. Now they moved it over to Gregory. But that's going to be a lot of running for some of these girls. Now they switch off there. Al Lawson has it.
And that's Yinger knocking down a big three there for the Rockets. Yinger's a junior, almost stolen away, ends up in Little's hands. Then they find Lawson. West Central got away with saving a turnover there. Now Little's going in the middle. Knocked away. Lawson battling for it. It's going to be a jump ball. It'll be West Central basketball.
.444 to go before halftime, 19-16 Oakville. And there's going to be a timeout. Coach Likes wants to talk about it. I think it's a good one. It's a 30-second one.
Yeah.
We'll take it as well.
Second timeout there by West Central. It'll be their ball under their own basket after that jump ball.
I was talking about it off air. I like the fact that Kaufman's back into the basketball game here midway through the second quarter. I think she can play with two.
I do too.
And she's one of the girls that can absolutely open a zone up.
The good thing is like that's a great pass from Gregory down into Grubb. Sophie Grubb with her 6th point of the night. The great thing, I know that Oakville would have watched us play in a regional championship game, or no, that was Carlisle. So if they've only watched the last couple of games, Adrian's barely shot the ball in those games, so they may not be paying attention to her, and she can definitely be a zone buster, like you said.
There's Rhodes, nice pass underneath. It's going to be 2 points for Oakville. And they kind of switched in like you talked about, and Rhodes was the target of that defense. It kind of switched out of it, so we were talking off air, like, do you do that? Why, what's the rationale? And we thought it was a good move by Jason. But moving back out of it, you see why they did it.
Yeah.
Rhodes is so effective going in and out, making things happen.
21-18, West Central with the ball. There's Little. She heads the other way, looking for Grubb in the middle. Kaufman chases down the knock ball, though. Kicks it over to Lawson. Lawson. Back out to Grubb. A little off balance there. There they find Gregory. Over to Lawson. They're playing Allie much tighter away from the ball than they had maybe in the first part of this. Lawson in the corner. They're just going to let her. They're not really paying much attention to Lawson out there at all. Kaufman to Lawson. Back to Kaufman. Kaufman says, I'll take that three. No good, but Little with the rebound.
I think she's going to be the reason, Kaufman, as we go through this game, her ability to hit shots. You've got a lot of good players for West Central, but you got 3 of them that are very good going downhill.
Yeah.
And Oakville's taking that away.
Gregory, tough shot there. Good defense by Hochscheider to make that one a little bit short. West Central really didn't have a great offensive possession there, trying to figure out how to break into that defense. But we get another shot at it. .250 to go here in this first half. And Little up top, goes off the ball screen. Thought about it for a second. Out to Kaufman.
Right now, defensively, there's Kaufman with the 3. No good. Rebound by Oakville. But I think anytime Oakville can get Allie Little to give the ball up, it's a win right now for them.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. And that's where we got to have, and what we have had. And this team is very capable of having that secondary person being able to knock down shots. It just hasn't quite happened yet. That's Rhodes from deep there with a 3. The Rockets extending that lead. It's 24-18. Little gets fouled as she's shooting that one. She'll go back to the line.
It was a tough shot, and really we would probably say bailed out a little bit by the foul.
Yeah.
But it definitely was a foul. That's a foul on Hari. That's her 2nd foul. So that's a big one because she's had the assignment off and on in a large portion of this first half of Allie Little. Little misses the first one. We're going to see Sturdivant check back in. We're going to see Ellie Wall for the first time, a freshman for West Central.
And she gets the second. 24-19. West Central, a little bit of a drought there offensively, but definitely still in this ball game. Into Statler, her free throw line jumper, no good, and there's Hashider again.
Just so good at positioning herself, and it's really not the fault of Evans. She's moving into kind of sliding into help, and she's taking advantage of outside defense and just pinning them on the shot, expecting a long rebound, so to speak, and it's worked out.
That's Rhodes. She knocked one down from that spot just a little bit earlier. She drives all the way in, kicks it out to Yinger. Yinger's three, rattles out, and there's Hashider again.
It was a battle between her and Sturdivant, and goes off Sturdivant with 1:40 to go before half.
Rose to trigger it in. West Central could use a stop and a score here. Try and stem some of that momentum. Rhodes, shot fake. She dribbles middle, kicks it. Yinger, again, three-pointer from her. That one's long, and there's Hashider with another board. Kicks it out to Rhodes, top of the key, three-pointer from her, no good. Another offensive rebound for the Rockets. They look in the middle to Statler. Ooh, they're going to get gloved there, which I believe that will be her second foul.
It is second foul. It'll be the team foul number 3 for West Central. She's going to have a seat. I like that. I want to make sure she stays out of foul trouble. We don't lose anything with Jackie out there. There she is behind.
I'm not sure West Central, they're going, looks like man-to-man right here now. Potentially.
Yeah, I'm not sure where Jackie's at with that. I mean, it looked like she was kind of matching up and floating.
And she was trying to talk to Allie on the bottom there, like, who are we going, what are we doing here? Regardless, turnover, that's what we needed there from the West Central side.
Sturdivant with the basketball. Kicks it into the corner to Gregory. Gregory, cutting wall, love that. Shot up, no good. Rebound by Lashman. Her shot, good.
Big minutes there. That's 2 freshmen. Wall missed it, but that's okay. Good cut. Lashman with the rebound and putback. It's 24-21. About 35 seconds to go. Statler to Hashider. I don't know if Hashider's even looking to shoot the ball right there. She wants to give it up and go crash the boards.
She doesn't even have a
she
point.
shoots it and knocks it down. Gosh dang it, I shouldn't have said a darn word.
Right on cue, Coach.
Yeah, man.
19 seconds left. West Central with the basketball. That's Little up at the top. Over to Sturdivant. Off the screen she goes. Down the middle. Scoop shot, no good. Battle for the rebound. It's going to be still on the floor. They're going to say somebody's out of bounds, I'm sure. It's going to stay with West Central.
Good hustle there by all players there. There's a bunch of them down there diving and trying to rip at that thing. And it's going to be 3.3 seconds left in this first half. Little up top to Wall. They get it to Little. She's going to have to get one up at the buzzer. It's good if it goes. And it's off the iron. So that'll do it. First half of basketball. It's a great one here, folks. Oakville kind of separated a little bit there in that second quarter. They go into the locker room with a 5-point lead. It's 26-21, Oakville Rockets. Basketball fans, welcome. Thanks you for joining us. We're here at Bunker Hill. First half in the books here, and Oakville with that 26-21 lead over West Central. Really, Denny, for me in the first half, the scoring's pretty spread out everywhere for both teams. It's not like one person's dominating. In my opinion, for West Central, we have to do a better job on the defensive boards.
Yeah, and locating early. We talked about how good they are. They're such in rhythm that when shots go up, they kind of have a feel for where their rebounds are going to be, and they position themselves so well. So I agree. They're going to have to be better off the ball. We've seen not only just on rebounding, but cutting on the backside of that zone and getting some looks.
One thing I kind of even forgot about is one of the starters, Hochstead, was out most of that first half. She got 2 fouls early, and she never came back in the game, I don't think.
You're right, and they were able to build on that lead without her. She had 2 big three-pointers early in the first quarter and then had to sit with 2 fouls.
That's Sturdivant down in the corner to Grubb. They're looking middle there. There's too many people around to be able to have an effective space there. Now Grubb is going to dribble. Nothing. Finds a cutting Kaufman. Kaufman shot. Rattles in. Good. That's what we're going to need from Adrian Kaufman. Some buckets out of her to be able to, eliminate some of this gap in scoring.
Yeah, it's Adrian and really everybody. We're working without the ball. Allie draws, as we all know, so much attention, as she should.
Yeah.
And you have to be that person that's willing to work off that movement. That's all going her direction.
That's just too easy. Schmearshaw all the way in. Fortunately, missed the layup, but that was just too easy of a lane to the basket. Over to Grubb on the wing. They have Gregory for a second there. Grubb's going to go in. She likes that shot. Kaufman wing 3 from her. That one's off, I can tell. And
Hari just slapped it out of bounds, and she gives that face like I think she was thinking she was going to have to battle a little bit more, and Little flew past, and then she just swatted it out of bounds. Otherwise, she could have just grabbed it.
Inbound to Kaufman, now Little. Crossover dribble, she kicks it to Grubb. And again, they know that Grubb is probably not going to be taking that shot, so they're really giving space. Kaufman, spin dribble in the middle, little jumper from Adrian Kaufman, nothing but net. 2 big buckets here starting this third quarter from Adrian Kaufman.
Yeah, nice job by Adrian doing what we're asking her to do.
That's Hochstead, 3-pointer from her. That's way long. Rebound to Sturdivant, and Gregory just wanting to get rid of it.
Gregory getting rid of it without really seeing where her options were, and then Rhodes just being a pest like she has been all game. There's a lot, she only had 6 points, that being Rhodes, one of their leading scorers, but again, she is all over the place and facilitates a lot in this offense. And as we talked about at the beginning of the game, Oakville spreads it out. There's not really this one that's like, woo, she scores a lot of points. It's just, girls that have their leading scorer is barely 10 points a game, and then it's 8, 6, 6, so they spread it around pretty well.
Well, they got that turnover, and I believe that was, I don't see this very often anymore. The player actually might have called that timeout because she was on the ground and wanted to keep the possession.
That's where we need Coach Fuller, because we had that question again, can players call timeouts? Back when we played, we could call them, but you don't see it anymore, so you almost wonder.
Well, I think the difference was I don't think coaches could call them in our day. So it was only players, and now that coaches can call them, they're the only ones that call them.
Yeah, that might be it.
Hey, that's Schmearshaw wide open on the wing. They had a good play design there, and that goes off the shot clock. And it's going to be West Central basketball. Oakville here, man-to-man press like they've done. Little with the basketball, spin dribble. Little space, 3-pointer, knocks it down. Allie Little, 28-26, and that's the one thing that she can do is everybody's so scared of her drive, but if you give her that space, she can knock that down right off the dribble, and she did it there. That is her 11th point of the night. Hari over to Schmearsall. She's wide open over there. That 3-pointer's no good. Rebound to Kaufman.
I know she's missed the last couple, but she's comfortable shooting it, and I think I would find a way to guard her.
Gregory with the rebound off the miss. Off the glass, no good. That's a rebound to Hochstead. Gets it up ahead to Rhodes. West Central's got to hurry back on D. Sturdivant, great job there of stopping ball and taking that transition opportunity away from the Rockets. They go in the middle to Hochscheider. Schmiersall hesitated that when she'd missed two. Now that's Hochscheider there. Hari, three-pointer from her. It goes in. That puts the Rockets back on top by one. Sturdivant through the middle here. She's got numbers on Hochscheider. Tough shot. There's Grubb with the rebound. Kicks it to Kaufman. Thought about the three. Good defense by Rhodes to take that away. Little. They go under the screen. She's open for three and drains it. Allie Little. She's feeling better in the second half. Feeling much better. And we need it, kiddo. We need number 14. So West Central back on top here, 31-29. We're going to have a full timeout, and West Central up by 2, 3:54 to go in the third. After that full timeout, I think the coach likes call that one? No,
I think it was an Oakville timeout. And
okay.
I think, like we talked about off air, it's going to be more about how you guard Allie Little off the screen.
Oakville in the middle to Hochscheider. Schmiersall trying to drive. A lot of defenders taking that lane away. Back to Rhodes. Rhodes, left-handed dribble. Back up top to Hochstead. Schmiersall in the middle there to Hochscheider. She's going to spin on Kaufman. Good defense there by Kaufman. Good help, and that was great sliding defense by Evan Gregory. Kaufman came off the help, and Evan did a great job of getting her hand on that dive.
West Central up by 2, erased a 5-point deficit at halftime. So kind of what we do, right?
Yeah, just these girls never quite give up. They have runs where it's, they're a little disjointed sometimes, but they never stop playing hard. And there, almost a turnover, turns into one because of the jump ball, so it'll go to Oakville. Three minutes to go in the third. Schmiersall. That's a wide open Hochscheider, no good. Rebound down to Kaufman. Sturdivant has Little on the wing. Little jab step, spin dribble, and just lost it off her foot. Good defense there by Statler. She's probably done the best job on Allie. She's had to be on her a few times. They switched her out there. And Statler's a sophomore. I don't have her height here, but she's one of the taller girls on Oakville's team, and she's done a pretty solid job on Allie. I think her length.
We kind of talked about that last night against in the boys game, with a player that was just doing everything. There's a steal by Little. Up ahead she goes and scores. But just length, what you're talking about, can create an issue. 2.5 to go here in the third quarter. West Central up by 4.
Schmiersall has it on the wing. They get it over to Hari. Schmiersall wide open. That's a deep three, and she gets it. That's her third three-pointer of the game. They get it into Sturdivant. Sturdivant surveying, trying to find an option here. They get it to Little. Little's going to have to hurry. She beats the count. I don't know how.
I don't either.
That's taken away by Rhodes. Now Statler with it. Misses the layup. Little hung around there. That'll be a foul on Rhodes. And Allie lost the ball, but that's what I love about that kid. I know that she's tired. I know she's not feeling well. Turnover, and guess what she did? She didn't just let that layup go. She went and made it tough. We're going to put Lawson in for Kaufman here.
It's probably just a break for Kaufman, with 1:40 to go. I don't set her very long. She had a little spark for West Central, erased a deficit pretty early. Shot up by Little, no good. Lawson runs it down, but she's going to travel. She was losing her balance.
Yeah. What a move there by Allie. She crossed her up, did a little in and out. The girl bit on the cross, and she just kept it and shot the three. This crowd might have erupted.
It's subtle movements, We talk about her pivots. She comes out of a spin move, and you don't know if she's spinning and going, spinning and popping. She just has subtle movements that just get you leaning just a little bit, which is what you want as an offensive player. We talk about it all the time. Getting a defensive player to just bite on something just subtly puts an advantage, especially somebody like Allie, who only needs just a little bit of space.
Schmiersall's going to drive, pull-up jumper from her is long, rebound, fought to a couple of West Central girls, and that is Hochstead with the kind of gathered the loose ball, went in, got fouled and made the bucket. So that'll be a third foul on Grubb there, and that puts Oakville back on top by one with Hochstead at the line. The free throw's good. 2-point lead for Oakville. 50 seconds to go here in the third. Little with it, off the high ball screen. They get it to Lawson. Lawson dribble drive. Almost traveled, probably could have called it. Sturdivant, spin dribble. Off the glass, gets it to go. That's a tough move there by Paisley Sturdivant. Ties the ball game back up.
Just her first points of the game. She had 19 the other night. Need to see her, open it up a little bit, hit a couple shots for us would be huge. That one being one of them.
So Oakville here, under 20 seconds to go. They're going to be happy to get the last shot of this quarter, I would assume. Up top to Hari. Now to 8 seconds. They're not going quite yet. Schmiersall over to Hochstead. Hochstead back up top. That's Hari. They're going to look for Schmiersall on the other side. She's wide open at the buzzer. And she nails it at the buzzer.
That is a great set.
Yeah.
And if you watch that whole set and how it developed and the timing of the set, you got to tip your cap. That was perfect.
Yeah, great set. And then the execution to knock it down. That's what you're looking for. So Oakville with that three-pointer by Schmiersall at the buzzer. They lead it by 3 going into the fourth quarter. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. 8 minutes of basketball to determine who's going to face, as we've learned here, Brown County in Pleasant Plains on, is it Tuesday night?
Oh, man, we're going to have to look that up.
Yeah, we'll have to look that up. But these two teams battling to face Brown County at the Super Sectional at Pleasant Plains. 8 minutes will determine it. It's anybody's basketball game. West Central here has it on the, what a catch by Hallie Little.
Yeah, and I think at this point, you have a Jackie Lashman who's working hard. There you go. Go into her. Lashman catches that one. It was tough. Back into Lashman. Almost had Little, and right as she was about to throw it, got a cover down, and she drug her foot.
Yep.
Keep playing, Jackie.
Yeah, keep playing. We're just going to have to match some physicality here. Oakville, good hands. They be physical on and around the ball, so we're going to have to match that physicality. Take care of the basketball. Oakville with Schmiersall up top. Hochstead at the top over there. They're going to look for Rhodes and a cut through the middle there. Hari. Back up top to Hochstead. They're going to be happy just to pass this back and forth up top, I would imagine. There's Statler with it. That's tipped away by Little. She's got a chance at it. Kind of a hesitation. Great move by Allie Little there to just stop, not even pump fake. Just like Maverick. Slam the brakes on, baby, and let them fly by.
That's 18 points for Little. Rhodes with the basketball up top. We got a wide open girl down low. They don't see her. And then a foul by Kaufman. I was just getting ready to say, Oakville kind of being super patient, and I think sometimes that works against you. We talk about this all the time when we go into, not that they were holding the basketball, but you could tell a lot. They were very deliberate in that last possession, and it's just hard to turn the switch, you know?
I agree. They're going to bring Allie up here a little bit, maybe to pressure a little bit more up top. But you'll run her to death if they're just going to keep two people up there passing it back and forth. Schmiersall, we're going to have to maybe have somebody time one of those cross-court passes. Would be nice. They're going to get Little with a block. That's just her first foul of the ball game.
First foul, team foul number 2. That could come into play as we're still early in the fourth quarter. 6 minutes to go.
Schmiersall in the middle to Hari. They go back to Schmiersall. Statler working hard in the post down there. Hari thought about the jumper. Back to Rhodes. Rhodes off the screen. Back to her.
Little's going to get one here. You watch. Right up here at the top. She's going to get a pass.
She's so good at reading it.
And I think I think this plays right into West Central.
That's a three-pointer by Hochstead. Rattles out. Now Little's got somebody behind her. West Central with a chance here to take the lead. Looking for Lashman underneath. She had a reverse. They kick it to Sturdivant. Her three-pointer, nothing but net. Paisley Sturdivant. I was going to say this a little bit earlier, but I didn't want to jinx this, but say this a lot. That could have been a travel there. If teams or players shoot the ball poorly in a half or a quarter, it usually doesn't stay that way. But Oakville answers back quickly with a layup under the bucket. It's 40-40 with just under 5 minutes to go.
That's Hari's 6-point for Oakville.
Little wanting the screen. I thought she was going to knock that one down. Sturdivant's three-pointer. It's a bit short. Rhodes now pushing it up the right side. Kicks it over to Schmiersall. Nobody there to guard her. Her three-pointer's up. It's long. Sturdivant's going to let that go out of bounds. It'll go back to West Central.
A lot of game left. 4.5. We're going to see some action, aren't we?
We are. I don't know if this old man's heart can take it. Woo. I'm glad I put a lot of deodorant on today. I'm sweating bullets up here.
I'm glad there's a table between us.
Pull up jumper from Allie Little. And that's that spin dribble we're talking about. She comes out of that spin hard, plants that spin foot, and just brings it right back. Schmiersall again open from three. That one she drains.
West Central's going to have to adjust.
Yeah,
it's hoarse out here for her right now.
And Little gets fouled hard there from behind by Hari. She'll go shoot a couple of free throws, and you're right. If we just continue to just hope they miss, I don't know that that's going to work in our favor.
The freshman for Oakville has 15 points. Allie Little at the free throw line. She has 20. Make it 21. Ties it up.
Couple of substitutions there. Or was it just one? Grubb came back and I don't know. I missed it.
Yeah, it was Grubb for Kaufman.
Okay. Little second attempt. That one rattles out. Grubb down there trying to get the board. They have Hochstead trapped. Good job by her kicking it over. We're going to get a timeout by Oakville, a 30-second timeout here. This ball game's all tied up, 43-43. It's 3:50 to go in this game, and I don't know.
3:50 to go. Both teams have 3 timeouts. Expect to be here a while. You know,
it's not going to be a quick 3:50. That's for sure.
You know, if I'm Coach Likes right now, I'm in this huddle. I'm talking defense right now. How do I want to match up? How do I want to handle a fade screen? Because that's really what's getting us, is they're shooting a fade screen at us. They're throwing the fade screen, and as the bottom guy overcommits, they're throwing into the corner for an open shot. And I think knowing how they want to handle that skip is going to be crucial here in this last 4 minutes.
That is now, yeah, you're right. 3 timeouts left for both teams. Each possession is going to count the rest of the way out. I'm going to guess that the least amount of turnovers in these next 3 minutes is probably going to win this game.
Yeah. And again, I love the fact if you're West Central, you know, I don't have to they've gone man now. Yeah, they've kind of taken themselves out of it a little bit. But West Central in a man now, we'll see how they handle the change in defense.
We're going to get Schmearsall on a dribble handoff. There's Rhodes up top. There's that flare screen for Schmearsall. Wide open three-pointer. That one hits off the top of the backboard. Rebound down to Sturdivant. There you go. Good decision, Paisley. Finds Grubb into a wide open Evan Gregory. She misses it, but there's Grubb.
They're going to get a foul on Oakville here.
I think Evan was surprised to be that wide open. Over the top to Gregory. Good job meeting the pass. They got Lashman on the pin. If she goes the opposite way, she might have had a look. Sturdivant used the dribble there. Back over to Grubb. Grubb not really being contested out there, so she can do a little something with the basketball to make herself a threat. They're really trying to keep Allie Little out of it now. They got Hari chasing her around everywhere. There she gets a hold of it. You're not open there, Jackie. They got help on the weak side.
But keep doing it. Your activity created that shot right there, even though it wasn't hit. Nice rebound by Gregory. Her shot's good.
Wow. What a rebound there by Gregory. And she had to go around her own player to get that shot up. Jackie Lashman was chasing that rebound down too, and she turned, and there was Jackie right in her face. Full timeout here by West Central. They took the lead with that bucket by Gregory. They're up by 2. It's 45-43. There's 2:21 left to go in this ball game. We're going to take a break. I'm going to get a drink, but don't you go anywhere, folks. After that timeout, that was a timeout by West Central. They have 2 timeouts left. Oakville now coming the other way. West Central still in the man-to-man. They go up top to Hockstead. Flare screen for Rhodes. Guarded well. She spin dribbles. Little. Great defense. I'm not sure what else she's supposed to do in that situation. But great job by Rhodes on the spin dribble. Create that contact and get the foul. Junior Rhodes to the line, knocks down the first one. Her 7th point of the night. Rhodes with an opportunity here to tie the ball game with 2:02 to go. And she gets them both. Oakville still man-to-man pressure. Full court. This is Statler on Little now. She's done a really good job on Allie. I mean, Allie has 21 points, but she's given Allie some trouble at times. Sturdivant loses that ball, but there's Allie Little. Spin dribble. Good crossover. She curls into the lane, leaves that one short. There's Jackie Lashman. Power dribble. Jackie Lashman, great job, young lady.
Well, not only the rebound, but if you're watching at home or if you're just watching her, she's posting up all the time. And she's creating backside help, which is not resulting in her scoring a lot. But it's like I said, that last possession for Paisley got an open look because of what Jackie's doing down here. So keep doing that.
Sometimes post players get frustrated. There they go into Lashman. Catch. Contact, no good. Grubb with the rebound and putback. Sophie Grubb has been on the spot all night long. That's her 8th point of the night. West Central back up by 2. Hari all the way in. Her layup rattles out. Lashman fights for the board.
It goes out of bounds, though. It looked like it was close to a tie-up. And just kind of spun with it.
And either way, if it would have been a tie-up, it would have stayed with Oakville.
1:13 to go. 2-point lead for West Central.
West Central still trying to work on what defense they're playing on this inbounds play. They get it into Statler and watch the inbounder. There's Schmiersall, dribble drive. Hari now, good defense, Little. Statler, back out to Hari. Rhodes with Sturdivant guarding her. Sturdivant picks up a foul up top.
1 minute to play.
West Central with a 2-point lead.
Still 5 total timeouts between the two teams.
That's West Central's 4th foul.
Yeah.
So any other fouls the rest of the way will put Oakville on the free throw line. Under a minute, folks. Nobody in foul trouble to speak of. Rhodes into Hochstead. Watch for flare screens and good sets. There's Statler with it. She's going to drive on Gregory all the way to the bucket. She ties up the ball game. Great take there by Statler. She ties it up. 37.7 seconds to go here. It's West Central basketball. They'll have the full length of the court to go and with a chance to win this game.
Yeah. So what do you draw up? You know, and it's one of those things where I think you take your first opportunity. You know, some people are like, well, we're going to take the last possession.
Yeah.
But I think you got to understand, are you that team that can do?
Sure.
Can you do that? You know, that's, close to 40 seconds here that you're going to have to spend, and sometimes that's just not who you are.
Yeah.
So I think for Coach Likes, you got to figure out, are we that kind of team? And as they adjusted the time here to put 40.6 back on the clock. So I think we're not that team. I think we're a team that's aggressive. I think we go after it and give ourselves the lead here in this possession.
I would expect Oakville to try really hard to keep the ball out of Allie Little's hands. If I'm West Central, I'm doing the best I can to get it in her hands and probably running her off a couple of ball screens maybe and let her read and react off of those ball screens.
Yep. I'm sure Oakville knows they have one foul to give. And when they want to do that, it's going to be huge.
2 timeouts left for both teams. Again, West Central a 4-team foul, so any foul they get will put Oakville at the free throw line. And there is, it'll be a jump ball. It'll go to Oakville.
They jump trapped Allie as she took off down the sideline, and it just played perfectly into their defense. You know, they ran her right up the sideline. They cut her off. She spins right back into the help. And even if they would have gotten a foul call on them, again, they had that foul to give.
Yeah.
So they played that well, being super aggressive.
I agree. They didn't adjust anything. They've been man-to-man pressure the whole time. And that's a timeout by Oakville there, so that leaves them with 1 timeout. It is a full timeout, and it's 47-47, folks, 35.9 to go. Oakville has shown that they can run some pretty specific sets here to get a shot that they want. So if I'm Coach Likes, I don't know which defense they're going to come out in. He's been in a 2-3 zone. He's been in a triangle in one. He's been in man-to-man the last few possessions. If you go man-to-man, are you switching every screen?
I think if it's me, it was just me from being up here. It's easy up here.
Yeah.
I'm going to stick with my man-to-man. I think that puts us in the best position to be alert, pay attention to everything, because when we were in the zone sometimes, we got caught watching the ball, people sneaking in behind us, getting offensive rebounds. Oakville's great about positioning themselves against that zone. So I like the man, and I like the switching idea too. You know, like switch everything hard.
We've got people out there right now that can guard, that can stay with anybody on the switch. Oakville inbounds. That's Hari with it. Sturdivant picks her up at half court. Remember, any foul by West Central puts Oakville to the line. Sturdivant. If I'm Paisley here, I'm not reaching and putting myself out of position with a chance of getting a foul. I'm working on just staying in front. Staying in front, applying pressure. They get it to Rhodes. Little is on Rhodes. Up top to Hockstead. 10 seconds. 8 seconds. Hari with it. Out guarded by Gregory. Don't bail him out with a foul. Good help, Jackie Lashman. And step out of bounds. What a defensive possession there by West Central. What a defensive possession.
Well, Oakville did what they wanted to. They were going to take that last shot. Unfortunately, the set just didn't develop. And now West Central has the basketball, and it's a pretty mighty task. But if you can somehow get it to Allie Little, 3/4 to close to half court,
and going that way,
going towards our basket,
I'm not putting anything past her.
It's money.
We've watched her make a 3/4 court shot this year.
1.9 on the clock. So that's a lot of time. Catch, dribble, maybe 2. Rhythm.
Yeah.
Going towards our basket. I like it.
I want to talk a little bit about that defensive possession, too. So that was Hari that drove the baseline, and Jackie Lashman, the freshman, slid down, put her foot on that baseline, and didn't give it up to get a shot and force the out of bounds there.
They have a foul to give here in Oakville.
Little, under a second, shots up. It is off the mark. And guess what, folks?
We get extra basketball.
We're going overtime. 47-47 at the end of regulation. And we're going to bring you some more basketball. Don't go anywhere. Stay with us. Basketball fans, I absolutely love this time of year. I love basketball. I love this West Central team. But I'll be honest with you, I would have rather likened a 10-point win at the end of regulation than overtime. But hey, West Central gets the tip, and here we go. 4 more minutes to decide who's going to Pleasant Plains to face the Hornets. We're going to get a foul on Statler there. That should be her 4th foul, I believe.
That's a tough one. You know, I think the officials have done a great job of establishing what is going to be a foul and what's not, and I haven't seen that foul all game.
And fouls reset in overtime? No, they don't. They stay. No. Okay, so now West Central will be shooting. That shot by Lashman. Beautiful. Good entry pass from Evan Gregory, and Lashman steps around the defense, puts West Central up by 2. West Central sticking with the man-to-man. They did a really good job with it the last 3 or 4 possessions of that 4th quarter.
It's going to be a foul on, was that Sturdivant?
Yeah, I think it's on Sturdivant. And that's one of those where, like, live to see another day. I mean, you're likely not going to get that steal. But I love trying to be aggressive. And this is Kinley Hochstadt to the line, and that touches everything and drops. She's a junior. That'll be her 4th point of the ball game. 1 point lead for West Central. Second attempt. That's no good. A rebound to Grubb. Little with the basketball. Statler has 4 fouls. Kicks it over to Grubb. Nothing going there. She's going to drive, gets through, kicks it to Sturdivant. Sturdivant down to Lashman. It gets poked away by Hochstead. Lashman able to grab it. They're going to get a jump ball first.
Hari did everything to get her hand on that basketball, and a quick whistle gave her the jump ball, so great hustle on her part.
Well, possession arrow will now go to West Central. West Central has a 1 point lead. 2:50 to go here in this overtime session. Into Hochstedt. Dribble handoff looking for Rhodes there. Good defense by Allie Little. Schmiersall coming open. Shot fake, drives middle. And going to get a foul there either on Grubb or Lashman. And I agree.
It was definitely a foul.
I remember this from my college days at John Wood and Coach Elby. Don't foul jump shooters. Get a hand in their face. Don't foul jump shooters.
She misses the first free throw, but that's just early game stuff where she's been knocking down threes, so you run at her. She takes the shot fake and gets around you.
Second attempt, almost gets stuck, misses them both. Rebound to Gregory. West Central still clinging to that 1 point lead. 2:30 to go. They're going to start sending 2 people at Allie Little. Going to get a timeout by Coach Likes. And I think Coach Likes and Coach Kaufman, Coach Lawson over there, like they're going to start sending 2 people at Allie just like they did right there. So we have to talk about that and be able to and say, hey, Allie, they're going to start sending 2, recognize it, find that open spot.
I agree, but they were almost borderline getting close to a foul. And if you're going to send our best player to the free throw line, I'll take it all day long.
That's true too.
But yeah, I think it's a great timeout to recognize what their strategy. Really, they started doing that late in the game, late in the 4th quarter, and have continued it here. They forced a turnover, a big one, in the 4th quarter there, where they got her to spin back into help. And so, yes, that's the adjustment that's going to be made by West Central. 2.5 to go here in overtime, the first overtime. West Central leading by 1.
That's all I can do right now is just take a deep breath. I don't mean to be a heavy breather into the mic, folks, but whew. All right, West Central here into Little. Allie's like, give me the ball.
Yeah.
Now they got just one at her here. Over to Sturdivant. Sturdivant's gonna, good job there, had nothing. She's got to be strong with the basketball up here, though. Schmiersall. Sturdivant all the way to the bucket, misses the layup. Rebound to Rhodes. Rhodes, good job by Allie Little. Stopping that ball, lets Sturdivant gets back, and now Hari up top. Oakville gets into their set. Under 2 minutes to go. There is still a 1 point lead for West Central. Hochstedt to Hari. Backdoor cut. Schmiersall with the bucket, and they got a push on Grubb. Just kind of lulled us to sleep a little bit there. A lot of action on one side of the floor. Dribble handoff, a couple of cut throughs, and then that weak side after that other dribble handoff.
That is foul number 5 on Grubb. She exits the game with 8 points, and it was a big game for her, really, and all the little things that she was doing.
Huge game.
Jackie Lashman subs in for her. Don't worry about it, Sophie. Jackie's got it.
Absolutely. That puts Oakville up 51-49. Little. Over to Kaufman. Kaufman can knock down shots. They find Little. They're going to get Statler with a blocking foul. So that'll be 5 on her, and Little's going to the free throw line with a chance to tie it up.
Statler exits the game with 10 points. Good game out of her.
Yeah, really big game. Statler is a sophomore for the Rockets. Great job defensively, 10 points. That's going to bring Hashider back in the game. What scares me about Hashider is she is an incredible rebounder.
Little misses the first one. She'll have another one to try to bring West Central back within 1. Jada Lawson back in the game. I imagine you're going to start to see that offense, defense, possession stuff here out of Coach Likes.
Riddle gets the second one. 1-point game, 51-50, 1:32 to go. Oakville has the basketball here. Everybody shooting free throws on every foul now. Going to get a timeout there by Oakville. And it looks like it's going to be a full timeout. There's 1:22 to go here in this overtime period. Oakville holds a 1-point, 51-50 lead over West Central. Here we go. Full timeout there by Oakville. They have the basketball, 1-point lead, 1:22 to go.
Looking at the stats, you know, Oakville's a decent free throw shooting team, 65% as a team. You don't want to foul Rhodes. She's a 77% free throw shooter. The rest of them just kind of hanging around the 60% mark.
West Central just has to play disciplined defense here. They don't have to put anybody to the foul line. Not quite yet, anyway. I think what Coach Likes is doing there is maybe trying to get the foul on who they wanted the foul on.
And that's the one you want to foul. Yeah. She's a 36% free throw shooter by stats.
Yeah. Unofficially.
As official as it gets.
1:05 to go. This is Shea Yinger to the free throw line. She misses the first.
Interesting sub, you know, if you're Oakville.
Yeah. But she gets the second one. And she's going to get subbed out there. Hashider's going to come back in the game. So that gives Oakville a 2-point lead. It's 52-50.
I should have preferenced all that with she's not shot very many free throws. That was 11 total for the season. So
okay.
We're not saying that she can't get it done. And she got the second one to give Oakville a 2-point lead. Allie Little down the middle. And ties it up.
We're under a minute. That's Allie Little. You give her space and she'll take care of it. West Central now has got to play straight up defense here. They got Kaufman out top on Schmiersall.
Schmiersall doesn't even have to give it up. You know, Kaufman has sunk herself down into the lane here. 35 seconds left. Yeah, if I'm Oakville, I'm taking this last shot. You know, the way they're playing the defense right now. We saw this happen in regulation, and Oakville struggled to get their set off. 20 seconds left.
And Schmiersall now, they're gonna send Gregory up. They're making a switch there. Good switch. Gregory goes up top to guard Schmiersall. There's a steal. Paisley Sturdivant heading down the other way. She gets fouled. She's going to go to the line with 4.9 seconds to go with a chance to win this ball game for West Central. She got hammered on that foul, too. Great foul, though. You don't want to give up that layup. You got to make sure that if you're going to foul there, that you don't give that offensive player a chance to actually make the layup.
What a great switch there, too, defensively. Put Evan Gregory, switched it. while nothing was going on.
Yeah.
Moved Kaufman back down low. Obviously, Evan being a tremendous athlete out there. First free throw is no good.
That's all right, Paisley. No reaction. You're cool as a cucumber. Cool as the other side of the pillow. Just knock this one down. We're gonna get a good timeout there by Oakville to ice that free throw shooter. And it's going to be a full timeout.
You know, may want to question when to go and when not to go, but man, if you're going to hold the ball for that long, and then I don't know if she saw Elaine Oakville there, and either way, what a great switch. I don't know if that was called from the bench.
I don't know. I saw Likes jumping up and down like a maniac at one point, so I think that's what he was trying to communicate.
At one point. He's always jumping. He's just got a ball of energy.
Yeah, he sure is.
Either way, it worked out really well because it forced Oakville to actually do something with the basketball because Gregory's, athletic enough to close the gap and make them at least work off that time.
The sophomore, Paisley Sturdivant, at the line with, I will guarantee you, the biggest shot she's taken up to this point in her life. Deep breath, 4.9 to go. It's tied up, 52-52, and that one is long, but there is, and what are we going to get? Jump ball. It's going to be with West Central. So West Central is going to have 2 seconds. 2 seconds. And I love that right there. You see the junior, Allie Little, go right to Paisley Sturdivant, give her a hug, and say, here we go. Ain't no thing.
Absolutely. I mean, we're not here in this game without Sturdivant the night before. So it is what it is. And she hit a big three-pointer already earlier this game. So it's one of those things that get your head up. I love the leadership out of Allie as well. Get your head up because we need you in these last 2 seconds.
I got to shout this out. I mean, I just watched Anthony Baird over there, offensive lineman for our football team, do the sweetest toe touch over there. Big shout out to that guy.
Well, there is a trainer over there now, folks. He's icing hamstrings. Impressive too. Like it wasn't a silly little lineman over there. He got some air time. Got his hands up there on the toes. Sorry, folks. We just got to kill time until this.
All right,
break the huddle.
The West Central here. They got the ball under their own basket. 2 seconds to go in this ball game. It is tied up. Sturdivant's going to inbound. They got a cutting Little. She at the buzzer there. I don't know. Looking for something there. Guess what? We're going to go another overtime. 52-52. And we're going to go 2 overtimes here in Bunker Hill. Wow. I know I'm tired. I can't imagine what the girls are like right now. We're going to come back here. Don't go away. Tell your friends. WC Athletics on YouTube. Come finish watching with us. All right, folks, here we go. We're going to tip it for the 3rd time in this game. Overtime number 2. West Central gets the tip. Sturdivant.
I think in this overtime, I like Allie Little, and I like this right here, going right into Lashman. She's working hard.
I like the decision there by Jackie, too. You don't have to force it. Lawson. We're going to get a foul there on a loose ball down there. That's a foul on Hari. So again, that'll put West Central on the line, Lawson to the line here. Freshman Jada Lawson to the free throw line. That one's off the mark just a little bit. Getting pats from her teammates.
You know, if this game goes any longer, Kent's not going to have any fingernails left. They're going to have to end this game at some point.
Big free throw there by Jada Lawson. Knocks that one down. Gives West Central a 1-point lead. Oakville has 2 players that have fouled out, right? Statler. Maybe it's just one. That Schmiersall jumper, that's partially blocked. Oh. That's going to get out of bounds off of Jackie Lashman, it looks like. She has a little very polite, nice conversation with the official. Good job out of the freshman there.
Yeah.
Schmiersall to inbound. Looking for somebody. Over the top to Rhodes.
Probably the biggest moment of West Central's season. And you have 3 freshmen out there battling with some upperclassmen.
And they'll battle. Schmiersall fade screen. Hochstad, 3-pointer from her. Big bucket there from Hochstad. Knocks down the 3. Gives Oakville a 2-point lead. 2:50 to go here in second overtime. Little all the way in the bucket. She gets the foul and the basket. Allie Little. Gosh darn it, that girl.
Well, that's 25 for her. And just simple leverage. Again, we talked about it. Just get him to lean just a little bit, and you don't need to give her an inch, and she's got you.
Yeah. And she finishes so well around the rim because she doesn't necessarily jump so high, but she jumps and hangs and kind of contorts. Gets the free throw, puts West Central back up by 1. Hari up top. They go to Schmiersall. Schmiersall's a freshman. Hochstad, that's Hascheider wide open, gets fouled by Lawson. Hascheider gets the bucket, now she'll go back to the line.
And just lost a little bit of the discipline on defense. You know, again, a great set out of Oakville, got you moving on the weak side, and before you know it, a slip and a strong side bucket.
Yep.
Look what I can do over here, pay no attention because I'm slipping and going.
Hascheider's free throw is off the mark. Rebound to Lashman. They get it to Little. Oakville, 1-point lead, 57-56. Little kicks it to Lawson. Lawson with the basketball, trying to find a teammate. Hands it off to Little. Little spin dribble. She gets inside, off the glass and in. I am amazed by that young lady. She gets the bucket, puts West Central up by 1, and that's going to be a timeout, a full timeout. 2:12 to go. It's 58-57, West Central. We're back, 2:12 to go. It's 58-57. West Central off that sweet layup there by Allie Little. That gives her 28 on the night. Leads all scorers. Hari across the timeline. She lost her dribble up top. They go to Rhodes. Gregory on Rhodes. Gregory, a good athletic long defender. Almost got caught up on a switch there. They go to Hochstead. West Central getting a little confused on their switches here. That could not bode well for them. Great pass from Schmiersall. That'll be off. Lashman going for the rebound. That was Hascheider there got rushed a little bit, missed the layup, but it sticks there with the Rockets. West Central in a 2-3 zone off of the inbound play. Hari, three-pointer for her. It's long, no good. Schmiersall with the long rebound. She's trapped in the corner. Hari with it up top, gets to Rhodes. She drives. Hari, Schmiersall in the corner. Good ball movement here by the Rockets. West Central up by 1:20 to go here in this second overtime. Rhodes guarded by Sturdivant. They go back to Hari up top. There's that backdoor cut. West Central's got to pay attention. You can't be sleepy on that weak side because Oakville will backdoor you. Hari with a long three-pointer. That's a great box out there by Hochstadt to get the rebound. And now Oakville's going to restart. Under a minute to go. 53 seconds. Rhodes, floater in the lane, no good. That's going to be off Oakville. Kevin Gregory battling, Haschreiter in there. Absolutely battling. And now we're going to go offense to defense. Kaufman back in the ball game for West Central. 48.3 seconds to go. West Central up by 1. Everybody's shooting free throws on any fouls. I believe by the board that Oakville has a timeout left. West Central has none. They get it to Kaufman. To Lashman. There they go to Little. They're going to get a foul, and Little is going to go to the line. That's on Schmiersall. That's her 4th personal foul. Lawson back in the game. Is going to come back in the game for Kaufman. Little to the line. West Central up 1. 33 seconds to go in the second overtime here. Little looking to add to her point total for the night. First one is off the mark.
If there's any mark on her game tonight, it would be a little bit at the free throw line. But she's playing sick and has 28 points, so you can't say much.
In a double overtime game. She gets the second, and I don't think she come out once in the first quarter. Yep, I think. So Oakville now down by 2, 29 seconds to go. They're going to use their last timeout here, and it's not deja vu, folks. We're going to see this again. 30 seconds to go. Oakville has the basketball. They're going to maneuver to get the last shot. I don't know if they're going to continue with the same thing they've gone with in terms of trying to just hold it out top and then go at under 10.
Not being down 2. I think you've got to go to the basket, try to score early, get something, run your set. You know, what's been working well for Oakville is the motion of the offense, catching us on the flare screen, and it's not that they're getting the shot off the flare screen. It's that extra pass when we overcommit and they get the shot. So I think you just continue to have to run that set. I think you need to do it you don't have to be in a huge hurry, but I think you want to get a shot off, with 15 seconds or so to go.
Sure.
So you have time in case you miss it to get your secondary plan together.
Yeah. For sure, West Central again. West Central's got to be thinking about staying in front, not overplaying on the wings, no easy backdoor layups. We're not trying to reach and get steals here. We're trying to stay in front, disciplined defense. Here we go, 29 seconds. West Central, 2-point lead. They start in a 1-4 low set. They go high post to Hochstead. Hand off to Schmiersall. Over to Rhodes.
West Central switching everything.
Schmiersall dribble drive. Tough shot up at the basket. That's Hari with it. Her shot's no good. She gets her own rebound. Finds an open Haschreiter. Hers is no good. Again.
And there's a foul, and I don't even know who they're going to get.
Wow.
They're going to get Lawson with 7 seconds left.
Woo, that's a tough one.
That puts the freshman at the free throw line where she is a 55% free throw shooter. Missed 2 already in this game.
Her first attempt is good. That brings them within 1. It's 7 seconds to go. Oakville down 1.
Wall back into the game. Kaufman back in the game. Lawson and Lashman will have a seat. There's 7 seconds left.
West Central has to secure a rebound on a miss here. Second attempt from her, no good. Little with the rebound, and she's going to get fouled and go to the line. West Central, 1-point lead, 5.2 seconds to go, and there's not another person in this gym. Wait, is Andy Kaufman in here? Yeah. That's the only other person in this gym that I want at the free throw line right now.
Allie with 29 points.
She's got a chance here to have 2 30-point games in sectional play. First attempt from Little. That one's money. 60 to 58. West Central has to pay attention here. Little, second attempt to give West Central a 3-point lead. Got him. Nails them both. 61-58. 5.2 seconds to go. That's Hari. Dribbling down. Let her have a layup. Hockstead, three-pointer at the buzzer. No good! West Central, sectional champions. West Central, sectional champions. They're going to Pleasant Plains to play Brown County next week. What a basketball game, folks. Holy cow. Allie Little, 31 points. An incredible night, team effort from every single one of them. And look at that crowd, folks. That is the Neon Club over there, who's been great student section the whole way. And here we go. Wow. 61-58 final in double overtime. West Central moves on.
What a game, you're right. 61-58. So many emotions in this one. I know for you, Dad. You're right. We're going to be at Pleasant Plains. I don't know what night it is.
I don't know.
Monday, Tuesday.
Is it in this book somewhere?
Probably Tuesday, I would get. I don't know.
I should know. I try not to look far ahead. But anyway, all right. I'm gonna take this headset off and go be a dad. If that's all right, buddy.
Yep. Go be a dad. 61-58 win, West Central. They move on to Pleasant Plains to play Brown County in the Super Sectional. We'll be there. We're going to cut it out early and go celebrate with our girls.